Welcome to History Uncovered. Today we explore the captivating and tragic story of Margaret Pole, the 8th Countess of Salisbury, whose life unfolds against the backdrop of the dangerous and turbulent era of Tudor England. Born in 1473 at the infamous Warwick Castle, Margaret Pole emerged from a legacy fraught with ambition and tragedy. Her lineage was distinguished. Her father, George Plantagenet, Duke of Clarence, was the brother of Edward IV and Richard III. A member of the Plantagenet family, Margaret was marked by both privilege and the ominous shadow of political strife. George's execution for treason turned the family's fortunes. Margaret was raised in a world where loyalty could quickly turn to betrayal. Her mother, Isabel Neville, was a formidable matriarch who instilled both resilience and caution in her children as they navigated the treacherous court of the War of the Roses. In 1491, at the age of 18, Margaret married Sir Richard Pole, a member of the English gentry whose own ties to nobility provided some modicum of safety in a politically charged environment. Their marriage was a blend of love and necessity, resulting in 5 children: Henry, Arthur, Reginald, Margaret, and Jane. Margaret's children would face their own battles, but she endeavoured to give them the best opportunities in a world that offered few certainties. Fortunately, through her husband's connections and her own noble blood, the family secured a place in the increasingly elaborate Tudor court. Margaret's fortunes changed significantly when her cousin, Henry VII, took the throne in 1485. The new Tudor dynasty sought to consolidate power, and Margaret's noble blood was regarded as valuable. As a cousin to the ruling family, she was drawn into the social and political whirlpool of the court, a place filled with intrigue, ambition, and betrayal. Her son, Henry Pole, became a courtier in Henry VIII's court, further entwining Margaret's fate with Tudor ambitions. However, the landscape was becoming increasingly tumultuous. Henry VIII's relentless campaign to secure a male heir, coupled with the political fallout stemming from his break with Rome, would soon have disastrous effects on Margaret's family. As Henry VIII sought to eliminate potential threats to his reign, Margaret, with her Plantagenet lineage, was viewed with suspicion. The execution of those linked to the old Plantagenet line further intensified the atmosphere of fear at court. Margaret's cousin, Edward Stafford, 3rd Duke of Buckingham, was executed in 1521, a precursor to Margaret's eventual arrest. Margaret's fate took a darker turn when her son Henry was implicated in treasonous plots against the king in 1538. Amidst a climate of paranoia, her family's connection to the dismal fate of noble families became a source of dread. In 1539, Margaret was arrested and imprisoned in the Tower of London, largely due to the machinations of those at court seeking to serve their own interests. She was accused of harbouring treasonous thoughts and sympathies for her son's opposition to the crown. Despite her noble status, Margaret, who had once been a respected countess, now faced the humbling and terrifying prospect of a trial wrapped in political expediency. The accusation was coupled with the legacy of the old royal lineage that had once ruled England. In May 1541, despite a lack of concrete evidence, Margaret was found guilty of treason. Her execution was ordered by the Privy Council, making her the last woman to be executed under their order, a significant point in history that reflects the harsh righteousness of Tudor justice. On May 27, 1541, Margaret met her end at the scaffold. Reports suggest that she was calm yet wild-eyed. The act of execution, particularly brutal for noble women, saw her beheaded, a fate that embodied the zenith of Tudor ruthlessness. The personal and political motives behind her execution symbolize a dangerous intersection of fear and power dynamics, where blood ties could lead not to protection but to death. Margaret Pole's story transcends her tragic end. She serves as a reminder of the precariousness of power and how swiftly fortunes can change in the political landscape. She has been immortalized in literature and arts, resonating as a symbol of resilient womanhood in history, and her life remains a compelling subject for historians. Modern historians and writers have revisited Margaret's life, examining her courage, dignity, and the profound implications of her fate in Tudor-era politics. Her legacy calls attention to the often unheard voices of women in history, who, despite their noble status, struggled for survival in a patriarchal society fraught with danger and deceit. Thanks for joining this exploration into Margaret Pole. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to comment your thoughts down below and like and subscribe for more historical deep dives.